Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Oh, no, that good. You like, oh, bro, they need to pay like ass cards, yeah. Ain't that shit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the winning game early.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Telling him
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He may try and run for this. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right, it was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
He got his mic plugged in.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
First down and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action. Mayfield. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And they rattle off a big one. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
Oh, this nigga's a bitch player.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
I know he was gonna throw it broke ass.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Gurley. And even 70 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal.
Well, that play reminded me of Michael Strahan in 2001 when he was absolutely incredible. That was the year he set the single-season record for most sacks with 22.5.
And not surprisingly, Defensive Player of the Year that season. And he also led the league in sacks in 2003. 142.5 in his career. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get you in traffic, you get once you hands, you in practice with your hands down. But you gonna try out your stupid dumb ass. Step on her.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, Mayfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there. 42 yards. Throwing, Mayfield. Caught, Kelce, left side. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, 34 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
don't know about that. Toe bad. I don't know about that.
Damn.
Super toe.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep pressure. He goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well and get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Dumbass wasn't going nowhere.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well. And they free kick it from the 20 now. Landry now on the return.
I'm gonna say I'm moving fast, we're gonna be 17.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On this wire and shit.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And this will be a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You're talking about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of the half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well.
I hate when I put a bitch nigga like this. I don't have no offense in niggas, bro. Defense bullshit. I need to feel safety and shit.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to work on it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Gurley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise. This close.
And he will take it.
Young and I ain't never trying, nigga.
Touchdown. Todd
You score, I
Gurley,
score, bitch.
as the first half is winding down.
I ain't letting you score no more, nigga.
Taking the
You
lead.
done, nigga. Second half, I'm coming out the gates, swinging your shit,
and the
nigga.
lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What can I do? Fuck, I'm gonna just go ahead. Mary head ass.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Now Mayfield. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
Catch that
and
shit,
we're going to get
bro.
a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first and 10, Mayfield. Screen pass to Lindsey. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
And I think the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And some space here.
Bitch ass nigga.
You look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On first down, it's Gurley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Good down, dude.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. They're trying to fight it tight in Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. Travis Kelsey, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys have once again taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
From the 44, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the